And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be continuing with the Hildibrand Quests that were introduced into patch 2.5. So we're now with the Hyuran Woman. So let's talk to her. So the next quest is called Truths Untold. So who is the unfamiliar woman and what secrets does she hold? Seven hells, done in by the muscle-bound Muttonhead and his motley troop of murmurs. And who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Brydian once again, you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear, and you can call me Sisu, charmed I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no spectres. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of the Sildif aristocracy. Bemused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show, oh, those priceless relics, was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Cece, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it you, Miss Ellie, hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, Ul'dah dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say that it was Sildif that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was Ul'dah that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. What is the madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Ul'dah army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell, the truth that this doe-eyed Sultan Swan would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Fanalan. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, the band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Ul'dah vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened? By assembling 4 secret relics from Baladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Sildif, before the Ul'dah dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last, yes, even as we speak. Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie powder rained down on Ul'dah. No wait, you'll all be dead. Preposterous. But first, you, my dear captain, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Cece. Hildibrand. You idiot, just for once could you not get in the way? Godbert Mandeville, I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. I knew it. That present watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife. Doink. That's some very glamorous poses. Am I to understand that you are Hildibrand's mother? I don't think she's old enough to be Hildibrand's mother. Aye, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send the warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Mithrie. The time for our final confrontation is nigh. Okay. That was easy. Do we have potos for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse, if you haven't bloody noticed. You, Mithrie or something, was it? Hildy told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come on a bit too strong at times. I like the little floating baby chocobos. But you can blame me. This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-arsed husband here. And look what that got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Yeah, she's like, yes, please don't hurt me. Gilgamesh still stuck in the wall. Cool. So now we're going to speak with Julian. Let's see what she has to say. Obviously a lot of people here doing the quests because the patch only came out yesterday. So reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy: a phial of holy water. The ingredients are simple: a tatter of oversold rags and a phial of twice distilled water. Zygot at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of O'Guest. Now hurry, once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I will search for the Bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. Ouch, that's smart, ye gads. Hildy, you're looking none too hearty yourself. No thanks to you, you bubbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Mithrie here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? But of course, my lady. Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Sin Goth's sundries, was it? Come now, Mithrie, there is work to be done. The chicken's like, okay. Right, so now we're gonna go to the market. So let's go. I'm gonna quickly use the Aethernet to teleport there a bit quicker. Oops, I should have teleported to the Adventurers Guild, silly me. So I am very much enjoying 2.5 so far. Loads of episodes that I've done so far, loads more to do, but it's always like that after a major patch. But it's fun, it's nice having new content. So anyway, let's see what Sign Goth has to say. So oversold rags, you say. I fear I've only a single tatter left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathise with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. Gah, you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look at what we have here. If it isn't the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 Chimera just happened to be on my task for the day. If it's Chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. That's convenient. My lady, you are far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Mithrie here, I'd still be tag teaming with the slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I'm a woman who pays her debts. Thal take me if it wasn't Avila the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I've half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Mithrie? And with this, our task here is done. Now let us find the trader named Guest. Okay, so Guest is back over there. Let's go. This might be quicker to teleport to the command. Let's see, Chamber of Rule. Ah, here's Guest. So the blundering Mandeville boy is on his last legs and you need something of mine to save him, you say? Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandevilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gil for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be a happier and wealthy man. And now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shred of honor and compassion in your spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. After the events of the day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget, but it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? So, Mithrie, what a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector. Well, if it isn't the Lapis Maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to preening fops and scruffy adventurers and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and an honour both, my lord. Provided you provide my good friend Mithrie with the bottle of twice distilled water that she seeks. You know this woman, but if that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it, it's barely worth its weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabelle? I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many, clearly this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Mithrie, let us deliver these goods while there is still time to save him. Cool. So, we got our items, so now straight back to Hildibrand. Make sure that he's okay. So, Julian says, I trust the two of you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. So let's hand over the oversold rags. It says, tattered cloth taken from the raiment of a powerful wraith, and the twice distilled water. A second pass through an alembic has removed nearly all of the impurities once contained in this water. Bloody brilliant. I'd take you over my muscle band half-wit of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real Mandeville home cooking. Thal, you bloody bugger, guide my skillet. I like that. A crafting sound. Aye, that should stop the venom spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. How old is she? Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Yes, I'm sure it did, Mithrie. Word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sildif ruins. We must go there with all haste. You've done well, my dear boy, today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing around for? The future of Ul'dah is at stake. Mithrie, my strength is yours as well, for Ul'dah and for our friend Hildy. You remind me of my husband, what with me having more muscles than sense. If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is a key to fighting off zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates or so should suffice. I am a warrior, not a yes, my lady. Yeah, went to the market board, that's funny. So I say, Enkidu, the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Mithrie. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect, Mithrie and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. But alas, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known, and he is long lost to me. You are a fine bird and given me great comfort in my travels, but you will never be... you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, you were here with me. Even Mithrie could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return here to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu. Egads, what was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. And what? The crystals? Where have they gone? Fancy meeting you here, old friend. That voice, could it be? My faithful companion, why, you must always make me wait so. Okay, so let's complete that and get some, well, free glamour dispellers. I guess that's ironic. Okay, so let's see what the next quest involves. So the next quest is called Her Last Vow. So it says Julian would send you on your way, and we'll get the wind-up gentleman, the Mandeville goatee, the Mandeville bottoms, and also most gentlemanly, basically the Mandeville pose for doing it. So what are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick maid digging around at Sildif excavation site with her mind set on turning Ul'dah into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching, but don't you worry. Mummy Dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Okay, so we need to go to the excavation site right there. So let's teleport to Black Blush and run. So this will obviously be the last part of the Hildibrand quest before the expansion, if there is any in the expansion. Yeah, so this will bring the Mandeville story to an end for now, which is kind of sad, really. It's a great series. But like I said, I will link in the description of the video all the previous episodes as well. Okay, so here's Phyllis. Here we go. So we've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watched over her as we speak. Yet, no matter how many times we tried to reach out to her, she refuses to do so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with the trader's spurn. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. You are our only hope, Mithrie. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Mithrie. Surely if anybody can convince a woman to abandon her madness, it is you. So it says with the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to call out Ellie and convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason. Cool, so let's do that now. Here is the destination. So I'm going to do, like you said, Ellie. Mithrie, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Cece is already in custody. Surrender now and I will see that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Cece and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down or suffer the same fate as the Ul'dah dogs you would defend. Ely, stop this madness. I'm sorry, Inspector. There's too many of them. Okay. All in a day's work for a mandible man. That figures. You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculous good fortune that we even made it this far, and he's as good as 6 farms under. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say underestimate Hildy, and you do so at your own peril. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can starve off the effects of the trader's spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. Thal's balls, is there no end to them? I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it? It's a shame to lose you, Mithrie, warrior of light that you are. You might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions. Lol. When darkness falls and hopes fade to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me with a broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? That pose. No, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They are 4 gentlemen of light. So he gave the guy again his hair tonic. So, just so, my good man, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Aye, we meet again, girl. Tell me, you've got my snowball tonic, or I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head. Oh, hello there, Mr. Eliza. Core, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible, the holy water couldn't have cured him. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlords spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. When we heard that Master Zombie Brand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. An immunity to... I'm just going to pretend that makes any kind of sense. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Bradian, you said there was something you would tell me when all was through. I imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found something, someone, with whom I intend to never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your goal cell a free woman, I will be there. What you say? Oh. Yeah, he's just posing with them as well. Why not? So, Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only guilty ones. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. Aspersions. That's another word I need to look up. You say that the nation of Ul'dah was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history, but know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. If you're quite done playing Cloak and Dagger, I require Mithrie's presence for a matter of greater importance. The time for a too long delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? But mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Could it be? The treaty blade, the true one at that. None other, and I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. But I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend? Thal be merciful. What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent? Abomination? I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. But 'twas most curious thing. There I was holding a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, the next thing I knew, there he was. By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend. Nay, no mere friend, rather than primal Enkidu. And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. Mithrie, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task, and yet I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. Enkidu and I shall await you at Underpool Keep. Tis a ways from here, but the better venue for our climatic confrontation. If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu, to the skies. Two against one? That's not very gentlemanly of you. Gred, come Mithrie, to Amtapur. This is a great development indeed. To think that that one man could summon a primal as his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. I like that. But, of course, I had near forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Mithrie, you are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. Awesome. So now we need to go near Amtapur Keep, which is in, of course, South Shroud. So we can teleport. You can teleport either to Quarry Mill or to Camp Tranquil. It's about an equal run. I'm going to go to Camp Tranquil this time. Sorry, Quarry Mill, I should say. I'm happy as well that I'm doing this at the beginning of the patch, not one day before the end. I really left the 2.4 Hildibrand Quest very, very late. So we're almost there. Like I said, the good thing about this game is that with all the Aether rights placed in such convenient places, it's very quick to get everywhere. Okay. So here is Hildibrand. Okay, well, Hildibrand got owned. So, is that you, Mithrie? Pray forgive me. I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be conducting my investigation forthwith, but in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Mithrie. Yes, just go on ahead. I'll be along directly. So the battle in Big Keep is now available from the Duty Finder. So I'm going to actually end the episode there, and then the battle in Big Keep will be a separate episode, and then the rest of the Hildibrand questline. So anyway, that's the end of part 2 for patch 2.5. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.